fix it.
Okay, fix it. But he will. He will.
I'm hoping that he does that in time for the Baltimore Ravens to write their season.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he does that. Because guess what? You're going into
week
week 4 on the road against the Chiefs, where Lamar Jackson is 1-5 against them people.
Let me tell you something right now.
And you're talking about their season.
Listen, if you told me that Derrick Henry was going to fumble once every single damn game moving forward, I would still say to you, they're going to give up 224 yards rushing. They're going to smack around the way that they did. They're going to give up 2 90-yard plus drives. They're going to give up this 5 touchdown drive. That's a bigger problem than him fumbling the damn football.
I can't say no to the answer to the questions that you asked. I can't say no because I saw something never seen in the Lamar Jackson era of football for the Ravens, which is the Ravens being held to under 100 yards rushing in back-to-back weeks.
Okay.
It's never happened.
That's right.
It's never happened. So you're talking about things that we don't expect.
So it happened. So it happened. What happened last night? You think that's going to happen again?
But
you think that's going to happen again?
I didn't think I'd see a lot of things. I didn't think I'd see a lot of things for the Ravens.
50 yards rushing.
Steven, I didn't think they was going to blow a 3-possession lead against the Buffalo Bills. They did that. I didn't think they was going to get bullied in Baltimore to the Lions. That's
a big problem.
I didn't think I was going to see those things.
That's a John Harbaugh problem. Don't blame this on Derrick Henry like he's the sole issue. Yes, he got to hold on to the football, but this is Derrick Henry here. And there's a team in the NFL that wouldn't want Derrick Henry in the backfield for them. You know that?
Cowboys didn't want
Okay, listen.
Stephen A, and guess what? Now that that's out there on tape, what do you think the other defenses that the Ravens are going to be playing are going to do?
Punch it out. Punch it out.
So, Shay.
Can I ask a question, though, really quick? I want to peel back one more layer of this before we move on to the Lions side of things.
Let's turn the volume down.
What about, we're over here talking about Lamar Jackson now. Do we feel like maybe if they're going to keep losing these games in this kind of fashion, we're wasting Lamar's talent a little bit? Because we keep saying Lamar's going to figure out, Derrick Henry's going to figure out, and the defense isn't. So are we wasting now this very good offense on what is not a very good defense?
Hold up. First of all, Lamar Jackson, listen, he ain't innocent Abe in all of this. He's a 3-5 performer in the playoffs. His 3 victories in playoff competition has come against Ryan Tannehill, C.J. Stroud as a rookie, and a washed-up old Russell Wilson. No disrespect, Russ. Just
Slightly disrespectful.
I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that.
What I got to do with
saying that he's not what he used to be. Do y'all understand that Russell Wilson, dating back to last year, has lost 9 straight? Do y'all realize that? He's lost 9 straight. Literally, last 5 games regular season, the playoff game to Baltimore, and the Giants are 0-3. The man has lost 9 straight. So, no disrespect, but damn it, it's the truth, okay? That's your victories if you're Lamar Jackson. So Lamar Jackson got his own stuff to prove. It ain't just about Henry fumbling. It ain't just about John Harbaugh on the defense, even though that's a bigger priority. Lamar Jackson's got to do his thing, too, now, because Josh Allen has done his thing. Like I said last night on Monday Night Countdown, my debut, I went like this. I said, yo, don't let it be you. Don't let it be you. That's all. Do your job. Your job. And at the end of the day, he's got to do it.
Sounds like a lot of issues, huh, in Baltimore?
Yes, and you know what? It comes down to coaching.
Stephen A, you ain't scheduled to be on Countdown at any of the games when my teams are playing the rest of the season, right? I just want to make sure.
I got 2 more dates that I've been pending for.
Okay.
Who knows? There might be more, but you know, there are 2 more.
Okay.
I got to do Arizona at Dallas.
Watch out, guys.
And let me tell you something. And let me
watch out, guys.
Let me brace this for you. Y'all thought y'all saw something before with me with the Cowboys. I'm showing up in Dallas when they will go against Arizona. I can't even tell y'all what I got in store for that city.
My God. Well,
that's another thing.
Thank you for bringing up.
And then the last one is the Eagles of the Rams.
Okay. Thank you for bringing up the NFC. Let's transition now to the Lions, who actually won the game yesterday, because we're over here talking all about the Ravens. So the Lions looked dominant from start to finish. This was really a good game for them. So when we talk about Dan Campbell's squad in terms of the entire conference, the entire NFC, where do they rank, Candy?
I got the Lions in a hat with the Bucks, with the Packers, and with the Rams as the team that could be the primary challenger to the Philadelphia Eagles. I think the Eagles are a tier above everyone else, and they showed that in the second half of their win at home against the Rams. But I think all of those other teams are vying to see who's going to emerge as the team that can knock off the reigning defending world champs. They showed me something last night. because they took it to the Baltimore Ravens. They out-physicaled them, and that's bared itself out in the numbers: 224 yards rushing, 7 sacks on Lamar Jackson, 0 sacks on their quarterback. I mean, it was absolutely an impressive outfit. That goal line stand that they had in the second half, that was tremendous. Capped off by Jack Campbell forcing a fumble on that sack on Lamar Jackson. They showed me their sports character. And so I would lean toward the Detroit Lions being more the team that we've seen the last 2 weeks and less of the team that we saw in their opener against the Green Bay Packers. They're right there with those other 3 teams as primary challengers to the Eagles.
The Ravens had no answer for Aiden Hutchinson, too. I would say, yeah, they're the challenger for that 2 spot against the Eagles. But I think we need to highlight for the Lions. I was one of the people that said we need to see what they look like. Losing both of their coordinators, I understand that Dan Campbell was prepared for the brain drain and all that, but still, when you change from Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn, the 2 guys, Joe Morton and Kelvin Shepherd, have to show that this team is not missing a beat. And for them to come out yesterday, after a certain First Take executive producer, Stephen A. Smith, had John Morton's face plastered everywhere around the city talking about this man, he has not done a good job. We need to get this man. He needs to be better. John Morton showed up. Like that's the Lions that we saw last year before all the injuries took place. And that's why if the Lions play like that, it's hard to stop them with Sonic and Knuckles as well.
Well, first of all, I appreciate your revisionist history. Thank you very, very much. It was very, very nice of you to bring that up. I said it after week 1, and I meant it. John Morton had something to prove. The opening of the season, they stunk. They were horrible against Green Bay. And when you're the new offensive coordinator and you are succeeding Ben Johnson, who's had a top 3 offense in the National Football League for the previous 3 to 4 years, and you can't score, that's a problem. Because we had questions about Dan Campbell losing both coordinators. Aaron Glenn on the defensive side to the New York Jets, Ben Johnson on the offensive side to the Chicago Bears. That's what we saw. So I said, yo, put John Morton up there. Did he pick the right coordinator? Now, you go up there, you drop 52 on Chicago. No big deal there. No. But then you turn around. It's the truth, Shay. And then you turn around, and then you turn around, and then you turn around, and then you do what you did last night. Major prop.
On the road.
So congratulations, John. I got nothing to say. The man showed up the last 2 weeks. He's done his job. Continue to do it. But if you want a cookie, give it to him. He got the same wide receivers that was giving you 1,000 plus, 1,000 overall yards. Yeah. Both wide receivers, both running backs who did the same. Your tight end Laporte is still there. You have the pieces in place that have been there. So you have familiar pieces, familiar with the system.
Steven.
You did it. You did your job.
Steven.
You did your job. We'll see if it continues. The Lions deserve credit, no doubt about it. And Dan Campbell deserves a lot of credit. Let's see if it continues.
I want to point out 2 things right now with John Morton. The foundation of this Detroit Lions team since Dan Campbell has gotten there has been that offensive line.
No doubt.
The interior trio turned over. Frank Ragnow retired. They got some young guys in there. I thought that John Morton put together a really good game plan in terms of simplifying it for his young guards in the run game. Yeah. I mean, 30 of the 35 runs were inside zone blocking or duo blocking, which is double team. Not really complicated. They were able to run the football and then utilize the play action passing off of that. And then Kelvin Shepherd came up with a game plan that I've never seen against Lamar Jackson in terms of how he spied him. Rush 3, have an off-the-ball linebacker and an on-the-ball linebacker both working in tandem to spy Lamar Jackson and take the running back whichever side he comes out. Phenomenal game plan by Kelvin Shepherd. The questions that we had about the coordinators for the Detroit Lions,
are gone.
We can go ahead and do it.
That's all I was trying to get to, Shay. Because if we're going to raise the questions, when we have evidence that answers those, I just want us to give the same.
You're sure.
She's just holding everyone up.
I'm just here with the streets. I'm very fair. I'm very fair.
I'm very fair. If you show up after I call you out.
You want a cookie? You want to give him a cookie? Fine, here you go. Brilliant game plan.
It's game 3 of the season. It's game 3 of the season.
Listen, the Lions responded in a big way after that week 1 loss.
Sure.
Dan Campbell, his team's 8-0 after a loss, and I know now they've won 2 in a row since the 2023 season.
How about this question?
If you're bringing up the Bears, I'm not catching straight right now.
Is it really, really, really about how good the Lions are? Or is it really about how bad the Ravens are defensively?
Unfortunately.
The Ravens defense.
The Ravens,
is atrocious.
unfortunately.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Not that anyone cares about my fantasy team, but they've given me negative points twice so far this season, and it's not good. Coming up.